Come back when you're not. No.
It's a golden age for the underworld.
Disgusting!
Is it just me or are AAA games getting bad? I just saw the story trailer for Star Wars Outlaws and I won't lie, it did not make me wet. What I meant to say was, it did not give me the tingles, if you know what I mean. Unlike Stellar Blade.
This won't end well.
Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
Let's get back right to the main subject here. Suddenly, I found asking myself, why am I not excited? Why am I not hyped about this game? Is it the fact that since it's a AAA game, I have high expectations? Or is it the fact that it's a Ubisoft game and this is how they are marketing it?
No.
Man, this is some bullshit!
Wow, my hand just fell into the deep black hole that is my pockets. One could argue that there are various reasons why AAA games are getting bad. Is it because of the crazy high and huge budgets? Crazy budgets equals crazy expectations equals stupid pricing. Or is it because much of these games are lacking their heart and are more of just mere cash grabs without any substance?
I'm the fastest man alive.
Well, no shit!
Or have we as gamers finally woken up and we're now saying no to subpar, unfinished, unpolished releases? So to us it's being crazy, massive expansions, massive games that we cannot even fathom, only to play the game and find out that yes, it's big, but there's nothing really.
What the f is this piece of shit?
That, dear viewer, is what we're going to be exploring today, and whether there is a way to get out of this predicament that we face right now with AAA games. First of all, what are AAA games? AAA games are high-budget games released by big studios and major publishers such as WB, Ubisoft. That's Wikipedia scholar for you right there. So if you don't agree with this definition, take it up with Wiki. These games do not only have huge budgets but also have high expectations levied against them by both the fans as well as the investors. Therefore, nowadays, a AAA game is a huge game that needs to make a ton of money back, not just for its investors, but in order for the studio to even stay afloat. For a lot of studios nowadays, one bad game means the whole entire studio is going under. One can even ask, how is it that large, big studios are producing dogshit games like the Suicide Squad, whereas small indie are producing fan favorite games such as Helldivers 2? Well, my friend, in lies the issue, and I think it can be summed up by showing these three websites. The first being the Baldur's Gate website. It's a pretty clean, cool website, direct to the point, doesn't bombard you with things. And then there's the Arrowhead website, just almost similar to the Baldur's Gate website. Season Pass, news, game info, community, one of the most anticipated games of 2024. Yeah, right? And wherever you scroll, the pre-order still stays there. You scroll down again, pre-order bonus, pre-order. Season Pass, learn more, another pre-order, pre-order.
Disgusting!
But at the end of the day, video games need to make money. It's a business after all. Yes, my friend, that you are right. But at what cost? A store cannot sell you a rotten apple just because they want to make money. No. The customer matters. At the end of the day, it's us who can make them money and they need to please us. AAA games over the past few years have become a high risk equals high reward type of situation. But most recently, we have seen no rewards at all. Having a lot of employees in a studio working on one project with a huge budget, you might think would mean a good product coming out at the end. Yes, we have seen and have had successes, but recently this has not been the case. Helldivers 2 is said to have been worked on by a couple of hundred employees, whereas Diablo 4, what? This is crazy.
Disgusting!
Electronic Arts in general, it's said to have employees more than 12,500, but I cannot play EA FC 24. The offline modes are riddled with bugs that have not been fixed ever since the game launched, but more on that third soon. But while you wait for that video, maybe like, subscribe with notifications turned down because I'll be going hard on EA FC 24. Now that we've determined that AAA games nowadays are just a huge pile of dog shit, I still think a lot of these issues can still be fixed. So hear me out. Remember Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nowadays, the fact that this game was made by Ubisoft baffles me. What I'm trying to say here, folks, is that studios like Ubisoft used to make great and wonderful games that people loved, and it was on the backbone of these games that they built their studio and reputation. But now it has gone in the mud. It used to be that when I boot up a Ubisoft game, I would feel excited, I would feel happy because I knew I was gonna play a game that's so fun and a game that I cannot stop playing. But nowadays, no. When I was in university, I took a hiatus from playing a lot of gaming series, especially Assassin's Creed, and I was shocked by the state of Ubisoft games. This game did not have to be this big though. Playing this game was a huge chore for me that I could not help but quit. Looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it was not an Assassin's Creed game in my opinion. It was more of a Vikings game. Funny enough, Ubisoft seemed to have had the fans' cries, but they then went on to make it even more worse with Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is another game that I ended up quitting. I guess by now we have noticed that I hate these games. I do not like these games. I don't want to see these games. I really love the old Assassin's Creed games. Those games are special and will forever be special and dear to me. The Mirage game had clunky and stiff movements, and in general it was utterly boring, a waste of time and money. I did not realize that when they said going back to the basics, they meant going back to give me a PS2 game. Similarly, Bethesda 2 has fallen victim to this, releasing over-ambitious games that took 7 years to make, and it said you have thousands of planets to explore, but also offering no vehicles. So tons of planets to explore, but no vehicles, no mode of transportation. Cause why?
Cause fuck them, that's why.
The thing that is abundantly clear here is that these developers know that what they are selling is not it, but they are so blinded by pride and that fair check they invested in that they blame us fans when we refuse to play and ask for better. So dear Bethesda, why not make a game with a few or less planets to explore and rather put those extra funds on fixing the bugs in your game, refining your engine, better script writing, I do not know, give us a vehicle to move around and actual space that we can travel around without the use of loading screens and menu hopping. A fool's dream, I guess. What I'm trying to say here is that some of those AAA games have become way too over ambitious, and as a result they try to sell the game to us based on that ridiculousness, and when we actually play the game you discover that that was not necessary at all, as it was only a good idea in theory but not realistic at all. This is why smaller games like Stellar Blade are more fun to play, not tedious at all. Other studios have shown that a AAA game can be a success, entertaining as well as fun, such as God of War 2018 and 2022 have actually proved the fact that you can actually make a fun and good AAA game that is less fate attached to it.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
But mostly focus on what a game is supposed to do, which is entertain. Though these games need to sell a lot of copies in order to be successful. But ADX, what you said is sort of true. Is it not good that studios are happy to finance these games no matter what the budget is, therefore leading to a lot of dreams being realized to their potential? Nope. To that I say you are wrong, partly though. When games like Immortals of Avion have crazy budgets like this, it would not have taken a rock scientist to determine what was going to happen. Who could have guessed it? For real, it's not bad to finance these games, but there are better games that have been financed way less and made a lot of money back for their studios. Money does not equate to quality. Look at Helldivers 2 and Stellar Blade for example. These are games that have been said to have budgets between 50 million to 100 million, though these numbers may not be the actual numbers. It is pretty outstanding what they have managed to do though. AAA games have also started to lack imagination. What I'm saying is that they've become super formulaic and safe. Games like Call of Duty used to be a fun action shooter, but now it's all about the remakes. Remakes that even lack the magic of what made the original, and even omits important dialogue as well as cutscenes that made the player get attached to the character. At the same time, being super short that it has led to being super memed.
My speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign. What?
A game that reuses multiplayer maps, and for you to be able to play it you have to download the previous version of the game, and all the time whilst you're trying to play the campaign you're bombarded by ads and adverts about the multiplayer game and battle passes. AAA studios for some time now have stuck to what works, and they have milked that cow for all it can produce. There are less risks now being taken than ever before. The games are so predictable and boring. The only things that are being done as sort of revolutionary are things like inclusion, which in itself has been done so poorly that is laughable. How can a studio actually let people like this lead?
Disgusting!
with their crazy budgets, there is a lot of corporate interference in the making of these games. Interference from people who know nothing about making games. Most recently, Suicide Squad is said to have lost $200 million. Let it blow your mind for one. I wonder why that was the case, because it's the Suicide Squad. If you go by the list of games that have played itself and soured the taste in people's mouths, I'll easily run out of fingerprints because I cannot type all that. The crux of the matter here is, and will still be, these games have become way too expensive to make and something needs to be done. Corporate interference is not so good, as evidenced by some indie studios who have made great games before being swallowed by these big corporations or studios and therefore being managed to the ground. Imagine I give you all the money that you want, but you cannot make what you want. You know your industry and what has worked. But no, my money, my rules. Now go out there and make me a live service game. And it is to make like world money or offer you a toast. That's me trying to imagine how these talks go like. I believe that if these budgets get to be made smaller again, and the studio has more creative control, I think a lot of the studios can easily get back on track. Successes like Hogwarts Legacy have already started to be marred by the negative chatter of the sequel. What is this, guys? It's like these studios do not want to make money or something. So at the end of it all, what is it that I'm trying to say? I am of the opinion that a lot of these AAA games can still be rescued. Let's do away with live predatory service games and focus more on storytelling and fun games that are made by people with a passion for the work they are producing. Games are not supposed to be like a car off the assembly line. They need to be nurtured, cared for, and if that is done right, the fans will also show their appreciation. That's all right about it, guys. It's been your boy ADX. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe with notifications turned on, and we're still giving away PlayStation 5 and 10k subs. And if you'd like to be interested in that, also follow my socials, link in the description. See you again next time. Bye bye.